There is a certain charisma and respect that comes with the label Swiss made. However, it's not often easy for everyone to own a watch that comes with a price tag of $1,000. And if you're someone like me that just recently started to appreciate the world of horology, you might get disappointed often to see those price tags. These are the watches that makes you feel I really want one. Now the good news for the collectors on the budget is that there is an excellent piece that comes with a label Swiss made that won't break your bank. Today we're looking at Hamilton Khaki Field King, and it's in all black. Before we jump on the review, let's look at the brand behind it. Although being a Swiss brand at the moment, the brand was founded in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, United States, in the year of 1892. At the beginning, their focus was on quality and accuracy. And with that, during the year 1912, their pocket watches earned the title the Watch of Railroad Accuracy. And the great thing about Hamilton is their long, legitimate heritage, from supplying watches to the United States Army during the World War II to all the way to the movie industry, like Interstellar or Independence Day, Talented Mr. Ripley, Die Hard, to name a few. Even Elvis donned the Ventura series at one point. The brand is now under the Swatch Group, which brought the Hamilton in 1974. Let's take a closer look at the watch. The first striking feature of the watch is that it's all black. I admit that all black is not everyone's cup of coffee. However, remember one thing, black is the color of the universe, and that makes the watch uniquely beautiful. Let's start with the diameters of the watch. We have a case size of 40 millimeter, lug width of 20, lug to lug is 49, and a case width of 12 millimeter. Although primarily a field watch, this one has some unique design feature that makes it stand out even with all the black silhouette. If you look at the case, we have a black PVD coated with a beautiful circular brushed satin finish on top. The subtle curves on the side slightly slanted to outwards, making it look like that it's gonna sit on your wrist beautifully. Although it's a field watch, Hamilton decided to add a crown guard on this one. Uh, the crown is nice to hold and it's easy to wind as well. There's a certain amount of grip to it. We have the initial H on the crown as well. The overall aesthetic of the body is very stealthy. It's black, it doesn't reflect light all the time, only when you see from certain angles. And it's always like the light is dancing on the body itself, which normally you wouldn't see on the silver bodies. Uh, I think it's because of the finish they used on this watch, which is actually beautiful because not all the time when you have all black watch, it's very hard to make them beautiful unless you have some crazy dials going on. And for a field watch to be able to make it all black and then this good looking, I think Hamilton did a very good job. The watch actually comes with a leather strap. We have a black leather with a black stitching. It's a calf leather, 20 millimeter. Um, I'm not a really a leather strap guy, so I'm using the NATO strap for now. Uh, but maybe for any special occasion, I'm gonna swap in with the leather strap. Uh, Beautiful holes on the leather strap, big and nice. Um, we have a pin buckle with the Hamilton name on the buckle itself. Overall, quality wise, this is a very good quality strap. I think for a special occasion, this this would work just perfectly with the watch. Now we have a very interesting dial over here. So we have a 3 layer starting from the edge, going all the way to the middle. We have a sub dial. We have a sub-second dial on the outer edge. And then we have the big 12-hour numerals. And the last one is in the middle. We have the 24-hour numeral. And look at the dial, how they constructed. Each one of those numeral sets have their own distinct ring. The numbers are really flush and easy to read. We also have a full day and date display on the 12 o'clock. Now, a lot of people don't like this because how it's cutting down the numeral 1 and 11. But I think this is a unique look to this watch and it blends pretty well. The hand shapes are pretty unique. We have for the hour and minute hands, we have a sword with a needle design, and for the second hand, it almost looks like an arrow. And it also reaches all the way to the edge on the sub-second dial. So when you look at it closely, you'll see how it blends in very beautifully with the overall dial. I also like how the minute hand is also reaching the sub-second dial. Normally, for a field watch, this design actually works pretty well. On the top, we have a domed sapphire crystal. Now, my biggest complaint of this watch is that the crystal is not anti-reflective, which is very odd for a price of this watch. And at a certain moment, most of the time, I think when I'm looking at the watch, I'm actually seeing my face, which is pretty annoying because I don't want to see my face on the watch. I want to see the dial. I hope Hamilton comes up with a better version of this in the future, because other than that, I think this watch is perfect in every way. Now we have a display case back, and the movement that we are seeing right now is the Hamilton caliber H40, and the movement also is based on the ETA 2834-2 movement and has a power reserve of approximately 80 hours. Let's talk about wearability. It's really challenging to describe how it feels on the wrist because we all have our own personal preference. However, the watch wears well on the wrist, and probably due to its beautiful 40mm diameter and weight of only 1.76 ounce. It is lightweight, simple, nothing more, nothing less. The watch retails for $695 at Hamilton's site, which is not cheap. And you can find this watch in a much lower price on the gray market. And when it comes down to value for money, I think there is not a lot of other watches that can top this king. And for someone who like modern stealthy look, I think this might be the right choice for you. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and see you guys on the next video.